Bro, have you ever approached a girl and you really felt like you were fighting an uphill battle? You were there asking all the questions and she was just answering with a quick yes or no, but you really could feel that she didn't want to talk with you. Or has it ever happened to you, maybe that you approached another girl and that time the conversation was going amazingly well? You were funny, you were joking and flirty and sexual and everything. You felt like everything was going amazingly well. But then nothing actually ended up happening from that situation. Now, if you right now are approaching women, you're putting in the work, but then you're actually not getting the results that you want to be getting, let me tell you that it is very probably because of two simple reasons. Now, in this video, I'm going to share with you what these two reasons are and how to fix them so that you will actually end up, seeing results and being successful from approaching. Because let me tell you that if you are already approaching, being consistent with it and everything, you are ahead of 80 to 90% of men. 80 to 90% of men never approach women. So if you're already doing that, it's great. But still, why aren't you getting results then, bro? Because we've always heard that we need to approach to get results, but then we approach and we still don't get results. So why is that the case? Now, the first reason why is because you are literally repelling women. Let me tell you a little story so that you understand what I mean by it. About 2-3 years ago, I was running for my train. I really wanted to get my train because otherwise I would have been having to wait another 30 minutes. And I was in a hurry walking through the train station. And as I walked through it, I see on my side a couple that was kissing, and next to it, probably their friend, was a very cute girl I wanted to go and talk to. Now, as I walked by, I basically realized it like, bro, I have to go and talk to her. But I continued walking because I was in a hurry. And after 10-20 meters, I realized, bro, I have to just do it. So I walk back, turn around, and I go straight towards her. I was, nervous because I wanted to get my train. I was in a hurry. I was, thinking that she was beautiful. I didn't want to miss the opportunity. So I was in a needy mindset, bro. To be really honest, very needy. So I go there and just tell her, I know it's a little bit strange, sorry, to disturb you, but I really think you're beautiful. And she just tells me with a very disgusted face, bro, thanks. At the same time, I see her two friends, turning around as they were still kissing, looking at me with a little bit of a smiling face, like, what the hell is this guy doing? Like, this loser, why are you talking with her like that? And as I do so, I basically realize, bro, she doesn't want to be there talking with me. So I just tell her, okay, I just wanted to let you know, and yeah, have a nice day. So the reason why that girl was literally disgusted to talk with me and to be there hearing that, even those words from me, was because I was being so needy, bro. I was being very needy, and that is a thing I've done wrong for a very long time. Now, the first reason why you're very probably not getting results from girls, why you feel like you're fighting uphill battles while you're, in conversations and everything, is because you're repelling them. Now, the first thing is your neediness, and the second big aspect is your game. Now, how do you actually eliminate your neediness? It's actually very simple. I figured out the easiest way to do so is to just be surrounded by more women. Now, you might think to yourself, bro, what the hell of an advice is that? Just be around more women and you will be, less needy. But just think about it for 1 second. What is neediness? Neediness is when you actually put a woman on a pedestal and you feel like you don't want to miss the opportunity. And so you start being tensed up, you start being, stuttering while you're talking and not being relaxed and at ease. Now, why would you put a girl on a pedestal? Because you think that she's something, exceptional, something that you don't want to miss, a rare opportunity. Now, the thing I've seen that has helped me out the most, bro, to literally be zero needy, is to just have many opportunities. Be talking with many girls, be around many girls, approach many girls. And when I just see that I have literally loads and loads and loads of opportunities. It's easy to not be needy because I will not put a cute girl on a pedestal if I've just seen another 10 other cute ones. I've just talked with 5 other ones, right? Your neediness comes because you're not very probably talking with enough women, not being around enough women. And so it's very simple, just start doing that. And your neediness, you will see, bro. If you start talking with few girls and you see a few girls and this and that, you will see that your neediness just goes away. You will be way more relaxed, bro, next time you talk with a girl. Literally guaranteed. Now, that was how to kill your neediness. You don't need any visualizations, any bullshit thing like that. Just be around more cute girls. I know it's an uncomfortable answer, but it does fucking work. Now, the second thing you need to be improving if you want to, be having nice conversations is your game. Now, very often the girl, will make things harder for you a little bit. She will, make, challenge you a little bit, all of those kind of things. And you really have to be, good at playing. You have to be good at talking and good at, playing the game of approaching and conversation and in general, just being good in that. To do that, there are a few simple things I have started doing that have totally changed my game. Now, first of all, this is probably one of the biggest things you can do, is to stop asking stupid questions. Now, many people have difficulties talking with women because they feel like they have nothing to talk about. They're there and the conversation starts to get awkward. They don't know what to ask next. So they start asking them, what's your favorite food? And do you have any brothers and sisters? And fuck, what should I ask next? Like, what's your hobby, bro? So those are all questions that you, first of all, probably don't really care about, to be really honest. And the girls knows that. And secondly, that really make the conversation die in about 5 seconds. Now, if you ask her what your favorite food is and she tells you pizza, what's your favorite color? Purple. You have siblings? Yeah, 2 sisters. It's all questions that she can answer in literally 5 seconds. You don't want to have those kind of questions in your conversations because the conversation will be hard for you. You will be there seeming like you need to ask many questions. The easiest way to have a good conversation that is flowing is to ask open-ended questions. Ask questions that she cannot just answer in 5 seconds, but she has to kind of like expand on it. Then, make it funny, bro. Just joke, just flirt, just be sexual, put a spin on what she says, make jokes about things and be there asking open-ended questions. Never questions that she can answer with a yes or a no. I mean, you can ask those kind of questions, but it will be harder to maintain a good conversation. And you will feel needy because you will be there asking questions all the fucking time. She answers yes, no, no, yes, yes, no. Like, that's not a real conversation. Go deep, be relaxed, ask those open-ended questions, and you will see that your conversation will be way easier, bro. Way easier. So try make her open up about herself, because think about it, subconsciously, if she's opening up about herself, telling about herself, first of all, women like that a lot. They want to talk about themselves. And secondly, if she's actually opening up to you, subconsciously, she understands that she kind of likes you. Because why would she talk about that deep stuff if she didn't like you at least a little bit, right? So that's a subconscious, very nice trick, but just ask open-ended questions, let her talk about herself, put spin on things, be funny, be joking, bro, be flirty and sexual. And then another thing that I want you to pay attention to is to not reveal everything, bro. Stay mysterious, because think about it. This is a thing you want to remember. Nothing you can say will ever be as interesting as what a girl can imagine herself. Doesn't matter what stories you tell her, what you did, or how interesting you are. The things she would think herself, if you don't reveal everything, will be 10 times more interesting for her. Me and you, who think like men, we don't have that kind of women mind that starts thinking about all of those kind of things. And so We have no clue about what kind of stories and magical things, girls start to think about. But let me tell you the secret. The less you talk about yourself, the more you leave questions in her mind, the better it will be. The more she will think about you, the more you will be in her mind, and therefore the more she will start to like you. Now, another thing that has really helped me out is to realize that I shouldn't just try to trigger positive emotions in women. As said, if you trigger a lot of emotions in women, they will feel like really engaged. They will think about you, and they will feel like women like to feel a lot of emotions. Now, what many men get wrong is that they think that they should only trigger positive emotions. That's not the case. Trigger also negative ones, mainly because negative emotions are normally stronger, like anger, like fear, and all those kind of things. And also because, like, if you make her feel many different emotions, she will be like in such a, like, she will have such a grand time. It will be like such a unique experience to be around you if you can trigger all of those emotions, and she will basically start liking you because of that. Because the biggest thing you don't want girls to have around you is boredom. If you get a girl bored because you ask stupid questions, because you don't put a spin on things, you're not joking, flirty, and you reveal everything so she knows everything about you, and you basically are there and just play it safe and just try to trigger positive emotions. If she gets bored, you've lost, bro. You've lost. It's literally as simple as that. So those were a few things that really changed my game. Now, to be really honest, the best thing I can give you, the most powerful trick, is to just practice. Do more reps, bro. It's just like in the gym. The more pull-ups you do, the better you become at pull-ups. The more push-ups you do, the better you become at push-ups. Now, obviously, having those things in mind, like the right technique for push-ups, let's say, so that you don't do stupid things and hurt your joints. The same thing goes like with women, knowing a little bit how the game works and a few tricks. But at the end of the day, it's about practice. Keep those things in mind while you're practicing, but don't do the mistake that most men do of just imagining the conversations and thinking about what they could say and could do and how they could, act. Start acting. Put in the reps, bro. Practice, and that will make your game get to a totally new level. If you keep these things in mind, they totally changed my life and will totally change your ones too. Now, the second thing, bro, that is fucking up your success, that is basically getting you to not get results, even if you're flirting and joking and everything is going right in the conversation, is that you're not daring. What do I mean by that? Imagine, bro, just a few months ago, I was at a camping place with a few friends of mine. We were there having a grand time. When I meet a very cute girl, I had all the game things in mind, and so the conversations were just going amazingly well, bro. We were joking and flirting and also being kind of sexual, and I thought to myself, bro, this is going amazingly well. But the thing was that she was going to leave the next day, the camping site, and so I really wanted to be doing something that day. Now, time passes, we still talk, we still flirt and everything, but nothing really ends up happening. It gets 9 p.m. and as my friends with that girl of mine went out to go and listen to some music to a local bar, I just told myself I won't do that. I want to be journaling, doing my normal evening routine, and so that's what I do. And as I was there, journaling about it, I asked myself, bro, how the hell did it happen? That it was going just so amazingly well, but nothing ended up happening, right? Nothing ended up evolving. It was very simple. Throughout the day, I had been joking, flirting, everything, but I never really shot my shot completely. I never really crossed that line where I could have been rejected. I never really put myself in a situation where she could have told me no. It was always playing safe. You really need to understand this because it's a mistake I've done very often and that many people do very often. It's the reason why, even if everything is going alright, amazingly well also, very often things don't end up evolving. Because you're not trying, because you're not shooting your shot. Think about it. If you're there waiting for her to do the move, you know, asking for you for the number, asking her out, you know, being daring, right? Going in for the kiss. She won't do it, bro. She won't. And so you need to start doing those things, because if you want to evolve, you need, you know, to get to the next level with a relationship, you need to dare. It's just as simple as that. Until you are there, just playing it safe, you know, joking, flirting, whatever, but don't put yourself in that uncomfortable situation of having the possibility to be rejected, you know, going in for the kiss, you know, asking her for her number, asking her out, doing that next thing, daring, bro. You will not get to the next level, bro. It will stay to that safe, fun, flirty talk. And so that was a big mistake I've done very often. And so that evening, actually, I had just finished my journaling session. I go to the toilet before I go to sleep. And when I got back to the little table where I was journaling, guess who was there? They were all there. And so I knew what had to be done. That girl just says, oh, the stars are beautiful tonight, you know. And so I knew in that moment, bro, I won. I knew she just gave me the perfect opportunity. And so I told her, yeah, you're totally right, but here there's too much light. We have to go into a place where there is not a lot of light. And so you want to come and going to see the stars. I know a really amazing place. There is still a joke with those friends of mine where we just tell ourselves, we will go and see the stars. And imagine, you know, we both knew, like I knew, she knew, we were not going to look for the stars, right? So yeah, you can imagine yourself what happened next, but that really changed me. That really made me realize very often, even if everything is going amazing, to actually get it to the next level, to you know, make something happen from those conversations, actually, you need to dare, bro. I needed to dare, and you need to do the same. That's the second big reason why many people that still approach don't get results. They never put themselves on the line. So, bro, don't stay safe. With women, you have to dare. If you don't dare, she simply won't. Bro, don't wait for her, because she won't do it, bro. She won't do it. So if you want to bring things to the next level, you have to do it yourself. Or you have to at least initiate it. You have to dare. It's literally as simple as that. Bro, before I forget, if you're struggling with other aspects of your, you know, your intimate life, maybe with approaching and texting and all of those kind of things, you have a problem, you have a question, you want my personal help with, you can basically book a totally free coaching call with me. In the description down below, you have the link. So if that kind of help for free, as said, is something that you might want to consider, you know where to find it. Anyways, bro, really hope this video helped you out. I revealed with you the two main reasons why you basically are not getting results, even though you're actually approaching. So to be really honest, big respect for that. You just need to be changing a few things, just need to realize a few things. Hope this video helped you out on that. And I'm sure your game will get to the next level if you actually practice and put the things into practice. Now, I really thank you a lot for your time and your attention, that you came to this point of the video. I really hope this video also helped you out. And if it did, and if you liked it, make sure to leave a like and to subscribe to not miss my future videos, and to show me that you actually liked the video. Yeah, bro, wish you all the best. Wish you a lot of good practice. And I'm sure that if you actually put these things into practice, nice things will happen, bro. Yeah, hopefully see you very soon. Ciao.